You are now officially in Tesseract.
Welcome to the channel Tesseract. In this video, we are going to talk about Middle Ages or medieval era in European history. So let's get into the video. Middle Ages or medieval era is the time period between fall of Rome in 5th century and in the beginning of the Renaissance in the 14th century. Today, we are going to talk about 3 topics regarding Middle Ages. First, church in this era. Second, the Crusades. And finally, art and architecture in Middle Ages. Okay, let's talk about Catholic Church in Middle Ages. As mentioned before, Rome had already fallen at the beginning of this period. So there weren't any single government or state. The Catholic Church became the most powerful institution of the medieval period. The Church was not simply a religion and an institution, it was a category of thinking and a way of life. Every king, queen, knight, serf and soldier lived and died within the embrace of the Catholic faith. Ordinary people across Europe had to tithe 10% of their earnings each year to the Church. Let's move into the next topic. The Crusades. Toward the end of the 11th century, the Catholic Church began to authorize military expeditions, or crusades, to recover Jerusalem and its surrounding area from Islamic rule. Dozens of crusades were fought during this era. The Crusades began in 1095, when Pope Urban II summoned a Christian army to fight its way to Jerusalem, and continued on and off until the end of the 15th century. So who is this Pope Urban II? Pope Urban II, or Odo of Châtillon, was the head of the Catholic Church and ruler of the Papal States from the 12th of March 1088 to his death. Yes, now we have another question. What are Papal States? Simply, Papal States were a series of territories in the Italian peninsula. We will bring you a single video about Crusades from Tesseract. So stay tuned with us. Let's move into the final topic. Art and architecture. When we are talking about art and architecture in Middle Ages, we can't forget about churches and cathedrals. Another way to show devotion to the church was to build grand cathedrals and other ecclesiastical structures such as monasteries. Cathedrals were the largest buildings in medieval Europe, and they could be found at the center of towns and cities across the continent, as you can see in this image. Most European cathedrals that were built between the 10th and 13th centuries have rounded masonry arches and barrel vaults supporting the roof, thick stone walls and few windows. This style known as Romanesque style. Let's talk about Gothic style. Around 1200, church builders began to embrace a new architectural style, known as the Gothic. Cathedrals, which are made in Gothic style, have huge stained glass windows, pointed vaults and arches and spires and flying buttresses. Abbey Church of Saint Denis in France is a great example for this style. Medieval religious arts are also outstanding. Frescoes and mosaics decorated church interiors, and artists painted devotional images of the Virgin Mary, Jesus and the saints. Before the invention of the printing press in the 15th century, even books were works of art. So this is the end of this short video. We think that you got an idea about this historical era from our video. We will also bring you several videos regarding Middle Ages again, because there are a lot to talk about this era, such as Black Death and more about Crusades. So stay tuned with Tesseract. See you guys from another video. Thank you for watching.